I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review, and it is Paul Poggers himself, 95 rated Paul Pogba. In yesterday's 6 PM video, I completed this SBC, of course, and I wasn't like over the moon with it. Not to say that I didn't care. What I meant was I completed it because I wanted him on that account, but I wasn't too happy that they hadn't given him certain stats that I feel like he deserved, or rather, they should have given him because it's a 95 rated card. If you look at that, and then if you were to cover up Paul Pogba, and you didn't know who it was, you would probably say, yeah, it's a good card, but there are better cards out there. And for a 95 rated Paul Pogba, now I'm not a Man United fan, not French, obviously, so I'm not biased towards him in the slightest, but he's one of the biggest names in world football. Whether you like him, whether you rate him, it's completely irrelevant, because he is always in the media, whether it be good or whether it be bad, always in the media. He's one of the biggest names, especially in British football, in terms of the Premier League. So you'd think that based on that, they're going to give him a 95 rated card, that they would boost up everything. His defensive stats across the board aren't amazing, which is fine because maybe you could play him a little bit further forward. His finishing isn't fantastic. It's not bad at 86, but it could be better. His acceleration to sprint speed is shocking, and his balance is very low, and his agility isn't that high, considering, of course, he is already 6'3" and is high and average. That, combined with the meta of FIFA 20, is not exactly a recipe for success. I think Ibra has a better card. That's 95 rated, of course, and I know he has poor balance, but apart from that, I think Ibra has a better card than this Paul Pogba card. That card was free and plays in the Italian league, so you can get him into teams. Not as easy to link as Pogba, but just on paper, I feel like that card is better, but that's just my opinion. Of course, I know that's a striker, they play in different positions, but that's the kind of boost I expected. And I feel like they've just let him down a little bit. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high attacking work rate is nice. 93 sprint speed is fantastic, but 79 acceleration is woeful. I don't understand why they've left that big a gap, really. There was no need for it at all. 95 positioning, 99 shot power, 94 long shots, 96 volleys, and 95 penalties is very good indeed. 97 vision, 90 free kicks, 95 short passing. 88 crossing isn't the end of the world. I'm not going to worry about it too much because he's not really going to get out on that wing to cross it in. He's got 99 ball control, 97 dribbling and composure, 91 reactions. The defensive stats, I mean, we're going to have to talk about them because a lot of people will want to play him as some sort of box-to-box. Are they good enough? Honestly, no. And then, of course, the physical stats are really good. The aggression could be higher, but I'm not going to nitpick on that. I'd rather, pick over a few other things. So, all in all, this card is coming in at around 300k. You can grind it out. It's there for the rest of the game. This week, in particular, is the time you should be playing the most FIFA you've either ever played or ever intend to play until the next one. Because I have a funny feeling that after this Friday, EA are going to somewhat neglect their game. I don't think they will neglect it completely and just not do anything. I think they'll do something, but I have a bad feeling that obviously after this Friday, everything that's currently in packs, which is all Foot Birthday, all Shapeshifter, all Team of the Season, everything. There's so many things in packs right now. You go open a 5k pack, you've got a high chance of getting a special card. It's mad. But that is the best time to go and grind these players that you want, because after Friday, that feeling is going to go away. It's not going to be easy to grind things because they're just going to remove everything from packs. They might bring out some sort of really weird, random, not so great promo, and that'll be the end of it. So just bear that in mind. Now, with regards to Paul Pogba, is it worth you spending all hours of the day on this game to try and grind out this card if you don't have what you need in the club already? In my honest opinion, and I'm going to tell you this straight away, I say straight away, we're 4.5 minutes in, but you know what I mean, or 5 minutes in. I'm going to tell you now rather than wait till the end of the video to give you my verdict. I didn't like the card really that much, and it's no surprise to me because I don't like Paul Pogba in FIFA. I packed his base card quite early on, didn't use it because it was just awful, and the reason for that, I think there are several, but there is one obviously big factor in this. This is a good goal, I won't lie. You can get some moments of magic with him. He's got some nice juggling skills. His volleys are good. He's got some, obviously his 5-star skills are really nice. But on the whole, he's too tall, he's too clunky, and he's not quick enough. I wouldn't say to be usable. You can use him. You know, I'm beating people. I'm scoring goals. I didn't really have the best of sessions, to be fair, when I was reviewing. I was reviewing 3 players. Not that that's affecting me, to be honest, because obviously at the certain points in the game I kind of give up and I just think, right, well that'll do, and now we'll just play normally, because sometimes you'll look for the player that you're reviewing, you'll get him on the ball and see what he's all about. But when it comes to this session in particular, I wasn't playing that well. And I wasn't really coming up against people that I didn't feel like I could beat. I just wasn't playing well enough. And then when you've got someone like this in the middle, Paul Pogba, who just feels really sluggish, slow. That's the key word in the whole review, slow. I wasn't a big fan of this guy's maneuverability. I don't like his pace, his acceleration. He's just clunky. And that, unfortunately, especially when you're playing across a weekend where obviously people are still, for some reason, playing Weekend League and the traffic on the servers are higher than every other time through the week, because that's when everyone's off work, school and all the rest of it, you know, depending on where you are in the world. But it just gets bogged down. So he's slow anyway, but when in bad gameplay or not so great gameplay, where there is a bit of a response issue anyway, he just feels even worse. Now, I did say when he scored that goal, it's not to say that he doesn't have good traits, because his defending isn't as bad as the reading suggests, right? So 82 stand tackle, 92 heading, which is good, but then 70s for slide tackle, defensive awareness and interceptions. That is not ideal. You can fix it. You may have noticed that I didn't put a chem cell on him. The reason I didn't put a chem cell on him is I quite literally couldn't decide what to do, to the point where I thought, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to leave it the way it is. We managed to get, obviously, 99 dribbling. His agility went up to 88. We got the sprint speed boost, not that we touched acceleration, which is a little bit annoying, but we refined passing, we got strength up there, and we hit the defensive a little bit as well. So we had a bit of everything. Now, in hindsight, maybe that wasn't a good idea, and perhaps I would have found that I had better results if I went with maybe something like a backbone or a powerhouse or even a guardian to try and get up that agility as much as I can, improve his defensive stats. Maybe that would have been something I would have preferred to do, and it would have helped me out a little bit more. And I think it would have done, but I was moving him around. I played him at cam for a while, and he's too sluggish to play there. I don't like him there. You need, or rather I need, someone with maneuverability. In my team, I'm used to playing Roberto Firmino's Summer Heat card there, who has great pace and agility. I'm also used to playing Flashback Mertens there, who has even better pace and agility. So I just think, personally, it's not a card I would play further up the pitch. As a CM in a 4-2-3-1, he wasn't bad, to the point where I can see why people would want to complete him. I can see why people would give him a certain chem style and want to keep him there. The reason, by the way, just before I forget, because I didn't mention it during, the reason I ran to the camera with my hand up to my ear, like I can't hear you sort of thing, is because when he scored, even though it was his first shot of the game, he shushed me, and it irritated me, because the entire game I was trying to score some sort of skill run goal with Pogba. Not that I would have all of a sudden turned around and said, look how good this Pogba card is, and look at the goal I've just scored, he's amazing. I just wanted to do it because it would have looked good, right? So I'm trying random skills with Pogba, trying to run through him. He nicks the ball off me and scores and shushes me. Fair enough, he did. I'm trying to do skills. I could probably come across as a dick, but that's why I celebrated in his face, really, because he just shushed me on an equalizer. But with that being said, just to quickly sum up, just because I didn't enjoy it doesn't mean he's not a good card. That's why I've given him a 92 overall. He still has a part to play. Very simple sort of covering central midfield player who can venture forward, play some killer passes, good ball control, a lot of strength. It's not a completely unusable card, that's for sure. You can play with him and have fun with him, and he's definitely worthy of a starting 11 place. But in my opinion, unless you're a Man United fan or a big Paul Pogba fan, I think you'd probably be better off going for someone like maybe even Aouar, you know, if you want that French player. Just someone a little bit more suited to the game, just so you can enjoy him a little bit more. That's what it comes down to for me. But let me know what you think of the card in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.